Do I even need to say it anymore? Do I even need to say it, or should I just let my card speak for itself? Hello, my friends. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to your new favorite place on the internet. My name is Bella, and every month I like to play a little game. I like to let a random spinning wheel decide my entire monthly TBR, and in June, I'm going to be doing exactly that. You know what? My TBR card is definitely dwindling. I don't have that many wrapped books anymore. We only have 21 wrapped books. Oh my goodness, that's actually crazy. I just want to spin because I want to see what I'm going to be reading in the month of June. May is almost over, which makes no sense to me. Okay, I'm sorry to go on this tangent. I feel like everybody says this every single month, but where did May go? I feel like I did not live a single day in May. I feel like April was last week, so this is very confusing to me. I know that time is a social construct, but I feel like time, nevertheless, is moving a little bit too quickly for my liking. And I think that the only way to make myself feel better about the fact that we're already halfway through the year is to spin and to see what books I'm going to be reading in June. But before we start, I do want to let you guys know how I did with last month's picks because I also used the spinning wheel and I got some really great books. So this was my original May TBR. I read 5 out of the 6 books, and technically I could have finished the Book of Disquiet, but I'm doing it as a buddy read and I'm having so much fun with the buddy read. We're reading 30 pages every day. Technically, I haven't read my daily pages in a couple of days, but that's, you know, there have been reasons outside of my control that I haven't been able to pick my book up, but the pages that I have read, I have been enjoying profusely. Oh my goodness. When you guys said that I was going to be enjoying the Book of Disquiet, you guys were not kidding. I have loved the 202 pages that I have read, and I'm definitely going to be finishing this in June. So, well, I guess this would be the first book in my June TBR because, yeah, I am for sure going to be finishing it, but I love taking my time with it because this is a book with a lot of substance, and this is a book that is very existential and at times absurdist. So it is a very heavy book to read at times, especially if you're not emotionally prepared for it. So the Book of Disquiet, for sure, one of the best books that I read this month, but I still haven't finished it, so I can't really count it as read. As for the rest of the books that the wheel chose for me last month, I did read every single one of them. And if I had to pick a favorite, I'm sorry, I feel like this is very obvious, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be Hazelthorn, written by C.G. Drews. This is by far, I love that I'm low-key matching with it. Not really, absolutely not, but whatever. This just blew me away. Like, I knew I was going to love it, but I didn't know that I was going to be so obsessed with it that I wanted to do nothing more but read this book. So yeah, Hazelthorn is definitely the highlight of the month. So now that you know how I did with last month's books, why don't we go ahead and see what the wheel believes I deserve for June? I don't even know what I'm in the mood for, if I'm being quite honest. I don't know if I want mystery or horror or romance or like, I really don't know. I'm honestly open to everything, especially because my Patreon buddy read for June is going to be Project Hail Mary, written by Andy Weir. If you've been here for a little second, then you know I'm not the biggest fan of sci-fi, but I am definitely open to exploring the genre. I know that maybe I just haven't found the right one, and I used to love sci-fi. I don't really know where my love for sci-fi kind of turned into indifference / dislike. So I'm kind of hoping that I find the right sci-fi book that turns me back to the genre. But anyways, Project Hail Mary is also going to be on my June TBR, but without further ado, it is time to bring in the wheel. Everybody, welcome this month's wheel. I am actually obsessed with the color scheme. I love it, so I hope that you do too. And as you can see, we have a couple of interesting slots here. We have 2 free slots. If we land on free, then I am free to pick any book that I want to read. And I already know what books I'd be picking, so I'm very high-key hoping that I get one of those free slots. And then I don't want to talk about it if I don't need to, but we do have a skull slot. I'm not going to explain it because you don't even need to know what that means. You don't even need to know because it's not going to land on the skull slot. So without further ado, welcome to this month's TBR Spinning Wheel Blind TBR Challenge, and let's just have some fun. So let's get this started. Without further ado, let's spin. And honestly, I would be open to getting anything except maybe the skull and number 10. But I think that the wheel is going to be nice to us. The wheel gave us 13. Okay, 13 is a good number to start us with. Ooh, okay, red wrapper. It's a pretty thin one. I think this is like an okay size to get us started. Oh wait, number 13, definitely a good number to get us started with. So I literally have no inkling as to what this could be. So we'll definitely find out together. Is this The Handmaid's Tale? Maybe? Yep. Okay, so this is actually a recent gift that I received, so I am very excited to read this because I have seen season 1 of the TV adaptation and I had never seen anything quite like it, so I am so excited to read the original material and see just how different the TV adaptation is from the book itself, but it is a very dark concept. Let me just read the back because I don't want to get anything wrong. In Margaret Atwood's dystopian future, environmental disasters and declining birth rates have led to a second American Civil War. The result is the rise of the Republic of Gilead, a totalitarian regime that enforces rigid social roles and enslaves the few remaining fertile women. Okay, so that's basically exactly what I remembered, unfortunately. A cautionary tale, a story of resistance, and a work of impeccable world building. It's actually been so long since I last read a dystopian novel, so I am very excited to pick this up. I am very excited that this is part of my June TBR. I've heard nothing but incredible things about The Handmaid's Tale, and I also have the sequel. So after reading The Handmaid's Tale, if I like it enough, I can also continue reading The Testaments, which is actually winner of the Booker Prize. Oh, hello. The Republic of Gilead maintains its repressive grip on power. Well, that's upsetting. That's depressing. But anyways, not this one. The Handmaid's Tale is the first book that the wheel has chosen to be part of my June TBR. This is definitely a good start, if I do say so myself. So let's continue. Let's carry on to the second spin of the day and hope that it remains as good as the first one. Maybe I should be scared, but I'm not. I feel like I'd be open to reading any of these books. Any. Any. Okay, number 5. Number 5 is good. What is number 5? Oh, number 5 is small. Number 5 is tiny. Number 5, since this is smaller in height than the usual novels, maybe this is a manga. But I can't remember what other manga I have wrapped. So we're about to find out. What is that? Oh, this is actually fantastic. I literally wrapped this like 10 days ago. The way that I didn't even remember, that's crazy. Okay, so this, I literally got it, what was it, 2 weeks ago maybe at this point? Oh my god. Okay, so this is Law's story. Obviously, Law is a character from the One Piece universe created by Eiichiro Oda, and Shusei Sakagami, which is the writer of this novel, has written a book about Law, and what I'm guessing is his story after, like, I guess it builds upon what we already know of Law's backstory, but it gives us a little bit more. At least that's what I'm hoping for, because I love Law, okay? The way that he is such a minor character in the sense that he doesn't have that many scenes, but he is such a big character in my heart. He's like literally one of my favorites. I love him to death. Whenever he's on my screen, I screenshot the heck of it because he's just so good. Okay, I love him. He is funny. I love his character. I love his power. I love his backstory. It made me cry my eyes out, as every Eiichiro Oda backstory makes me do. Like, truly, if there is a backstory that doesn't make me cry from One Piece, then maybe I didn't read it right. Because literally every backstory is such a tragedy, but it's so well done. It doesn't get tiresome. It doesn't get boring. It's just... Eiichiro Oda truly knows how to get to my heart, and I feel like this is going to be no different. Future warlord of the sea and fierce ally of Luffy's Straw Hat crew, young Trafalgar Law says farewell to his savior Corazon and starts his career as a surgeon and buccaneer. Oh my goodness, this is actually so exciting. Wait, okay, this is so good. This is so good. So it is a novel. It does have the written word, but it's like, okay, it's like kind of a manga, so this is exciting. This is really fun. I had no idea when I was going to be able to get to read this story, so I'm glad that the wheel chose it for me. But now I'm kind of scared because the wheel gives me good books and then she just like you know, me da donde me duele. So I'm kind of scared that she's preparing me for a tougher spin, but I guess we'll never find out unless we spin again. I feel like doing so many of these has made me grow cocky and overconfident, and now I'm afraid. Now I feel like I should be afraid, but let's see what this third spin of the day has in store for me. I think it will, ooh, it was almost 23. It was almost 23. No, it was almost free. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, but 23 is good. I actually literally don't know what 23 is, but I feel like 23 could be good. Here's hoping though, because I have no idea. 23. It was so close to being free though. Imagine, that would have been amazing. Okay, anyways, number 23. Okay, ooh. Is this a hardcover? Okay, I haven't read a hardcover in so long. I'm so excited about this. I feel like all of my books lately have been paperbacks. Oh, except for Hazelthorne, of course, but mostly paperbacks. And I do love me a good paperback, but sometimes getting a hardcover just hits different. So let's see what number 23 is. Oh, it's upside down. Okay. Okay. I got this last year. I've actually been so excited to read this ever since I got it. I received this back in December and I've always wanted to read it. This is a nonfiction. This is Every Day I Read, 53 Ways to Get Closer to Books. And this is by the same author that wrote Welcome to the Hyunam Bookshop. So when I saw that the same author had come out with such a stunning, beautiful book, I was like, oh, I have to read it. Oh, please, Lord, let me read this book. Let me just open the dust jacket so that you guys can see how beautiful it is. Like, I love this. This is so good. Every Day I Read provides many quiet moments for introspection and reflection, encouraging book lovers to explore what reading means to each of us. While this is a book about books, at its heart, it's an attitude to life, one outside capitalism and climbing the corporate ladder. Lifelong and new readers will take inspiration from it, including a treasure trove of book recommendations blended seamlessly within. I totally forgot that they had given me a bookmark when they sent me the book, and it had these gorgeous golden details. Oh, this is so good. Yes, absolutely. If I make plans, I make sure it's something I truly like, and that is to laze in bed and read. We definitely still have more spins coming, but I can already tell with full confidence that this is going to be the best book that I read in June, or at least the book that I am most excited to pick up, because this just sounds perfect. Okay, this sounds so nice. Whenever someone approaches me for a book recommendation, I'll start by asking them several questions. What's your favorite book? What was the last book you read? Did you like it? How many books do you read a month? Do you prefer novels or essays? Who is your favorite author? That's so crazy, because when somebody asks me for a book recommendation, I'm just like, why would you ask me? I don't know about this. This is so hard. Or whenever somebody asks me what my favorite book is, I'm always like, why would you ask me that? Why would you put me in such an uncomfortable position? Why would you put me through this? You know that I'm going through it. You know that I'm not happy. And yeah, so to say that I'm excited to read this book would be the understatement of the month. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to read Every Day I Read. This is definitely going to be the first book that I read in June, because I just know I'm going to love it. So enough about Every Day I Read. I feel like I've made this entire video about Every Day I Read, but now we must continue spinning, okay? Let's spin, because we need to figure out what other books we're going to be reading in the month of June. Not me dancing. That's when you know I'm having a lot of fun, and I am actually not scared of the wheel anymore. So let's go ahead and spin and just hope for the best. And truly, I think the wheel has good intentions today. Wait, I forgot to take off 23. Oh my God. Oh, it's free. Okay, fantastic, delicious, scrumptious. Oh my God, I could eat you up. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I was really hoping for a free spot because I really want to read Remnants of Filth. Okay, if you don't focus, I can't show my people what I want them to see, but I really want to read the rest of the series of Remnants of Filth. I'm only missing 3 volumes. The next volume that I have to read is volume 5. And just look at how gorgeous this cover is. Like, who wouldn't want to read this? is what I, would say to someone that would be like, why are you reading that? But anyways, so I have technically already started this. When I had some free time and I didn't want to read any of my other books in my TBR, I was like, let me just start volume 5. And I made it to page 58, but that was last week. So I haven't picked it up since then. And now that I have officially added it to my June TBR, I'm definitely going to be using that as motivation to read the rest of the series. So this is perfect. Wheel, you've outdone yourself. Thank you so much. You are so kind. You are so nice. You're so generous. I will never doubt you ever again. I will trust every single decision that you make. Thank you. I mean, even if I didn't get the free spot or free slot, I would have eventually made my way towards Remnants of Filth. But the fact that the wheel gave me this, she gave me this. It feels different. So yes. Oh my God. This TBR is already looking so scrumptious. You don't even know. I'm just so excited to keep adding books to this. So let's continue. We have to keep spinning. Okay. This is like a drug. I'm sorry, but this is so addictive. So let's continue. This should be good. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I'm good. I'm literally good with anything that the wheel gives me. I feel like at this point, the wheel could do no wrong. So, I feel like I spoke too soon. I feel like I spoke too soon. So, this might have to be the last spin of the day, y'all. You don't even understand. This is literally the biggest book, the biggest wrapped book on my TBR at the moment. Oh my goodness. Okay. Number 10. There you go. This is a whole book. This is a book, actually. Of course it's upside down. Oh, okay. See, that's why this is so humongous. Literally, this is why it's so humongous. This has, oh my goodness, this has 800. Definitely one of the biggest books that I own at this moment in time. This has 831 pages. Did you hear that? That's actually insane. So this is Red Winter, the complete trilogy. So there's 3 books. Okay, so I got 3 books for the price of 1. Basically, because we have the entire Red Winter trilogy in this compendium. This is written by Annette Marie, a destiny written by the gods, a fate forged by lies. Emmy has dedicated her life to preparing for her destiny, to become a living vessel for her goddess's spirit. With the fulfillment of her divine duty only 2 months away, she's never once questioned the strict rules that control every aspect of her daily existence. Until the day she discovers her entire life has been built on lies. And that's all I'm gonna read. That's all I need to read. I really don't want to know more of the story. As you guys know, I love going into books as blindly as I can. That's why I love the blind TBR so much, because it kind of takes away my option of choosing and my option of deciding which books to read every month. And it's always so fun to be surprised by my own books from time to time. This is a behemoth of a book. Oh my goodness. But it is so gorgeous though. And this was a gift from Sunny. Oh my goodness. Sunny, guess who's reading the complete trilogy of Red Winter, which is one of her all-time favorite books. I'm very excited about this. Not gonna lie. I know it's huge. I know it's probably one of the longest books that I'm going to read, and I can definitely divide it. I don't have to read every book back to back. Maybe I can read the first book on the first week of June and the second one the second, then third the third. I can definitely make my way around this trilogy, but this is so exciting. This is really, really cool, actually. And I feel like my TBR so far is incredible. We have dystopian, we have manga, kind of. We have nonfiction, we have Donmei, we have fantasy, and I feel like this is a romantasy, not like The Poet Empress, in which Goodreads told me it was a romantasy, but it's actually so far away from that. So Goodreads, do better. Hello. In this omnibus, Red Winter, Dark Tempest, and Immortal Fire. Okay, so if this is 3 books, give me a second. Let me make some really complicated math equations. This is 3. This is 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. The Book of Disquiet. Don't forget the Book of Disquiet. So 8 would be the Project Hail Mary one. So this is this is how my June TBR is looking. And even though I do have 9 books, I'm actually insane for this, but even though I do have 9 books on my TBR already, I feel like we could spin again. I feel like we could totally spin again. Like truly, now that 10 is off the table, I feel like any one of these numbers would be an incredible addition to my already full to the brim TBR, but I feel like one more spin isn't going to derail my entire June TBR. So I think it is my humble opinion that we can definitely spin one more time. And I think that spinning one more time wouldn't be detrimental to anyone. Actually, I think it would add to the fun. So for the last time, let's see what the spinning wheel thinks I should read in the month of June. I trust her. I know she just gave me an entire trilogy to read in 1 month, but I still trust her blindfolded. So 26. Oh, okay. It's another red one. This is cute. This is a paperback. We love a good paperback, especially at the end of the spinning of wheels. So number 26. Of course it's upside down. Is this Anne of Green Gables? Yes! Oh, this is so lovely. Okay, this is Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. Oh, it seems so wonderful that I'm going to live with you and belong to you. I've never belonged to anybody. Not really. Ay. Okay, so this was a lovely gift. I want to say I got it last year, if I'm not mistaken. And I've always wanted to read Anne of Green Gables because, again, I think was the first season of Anne of Green Gables, and I fell in love with it, okay? I fell in love with Anne. I fell in love with the beauty of Anne's world. I fell in love with every single element of that TV adaptation, and I don't know how... ¿Cómo se dice? What is it called when an adaptation is very similar to the, like, original material? I don't know how close to the original material the TV adaptation is, but I know that if I loved the TV adaptation, I think I'm going to love the book even more, and now I can finally prove myself right by reading Anne of Green Gables in June. This is such a lovely addition as well, like all of the greens and the red details. It's lovely. I am so glad that I spun one more time because I feel like Anne of Green Gables is such a great addition to my TBR, and I feel like every book in this TBR is a different genre. Like I literally think I have 7 different genres in my TBR for the month of June, and that is so exciting. Okay, that is very, very much exciting. Oh my goodness, this is lovely. This is so nice. I feel like this hasn't happened in a long second. Like with May's TBR, I was excited for most of the books, but for some of them, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to love this. But for this one, I literally feel like it's full of bangers. I honestly, genuinely feel like I'm going to love every single one of these. I don't even know where to start. Like, which book should I start first? I'm so excited for all of them. I will admit, I'm a little bit more excited for Remnants of Filth because I've been dying to finish this series. Pero también every day I read Law's Story, The Handmaid's Tale, the entire trilogy of Red Winter. Like, this is so good. And you guys can't even see what I'm talking about. Okay, these are all of the books that I'm going to be reading in the month of June. And I am so excited you don't understand. I am so excited. I feel like I'm going to have the time of my life with books in the month of June, especially with all of the reading challenges that I'm planning on doing. So let me know in the comments below what you guys are thinking of reading in June. What books are you most excited to see in a reading vlog from this list? Which ones would you like to know my in-depth thoughts about? Like, tell me everything and anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this month's spinning wheel June TBR. I really need to figure out how to name these videos because I always get confused when mentioning them. But anyways, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I also have a Patreon where I post exclusive content. I host readathons, reading sprints, and a monthly book club. In the month of June, we're going to be reading Project Hail Mary, and I am low-key scared, but also very excited. So if you'd like to see an exclusive vlog for it, if you'd like to have exclusive chats on the Buddy Read, the Patreon link is down below. As always, I would love to have you there. And without further ado, I love you guys so much. Thank you truly, deeply, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Hey Jimmy, you nice, keep going.